create a profitable lead generation agency this year, in this video, I'm going to teach you how I created a 6-figure lead generation agency and all the steps I took. Okay, so a little bit of background about me. I ran a lead generation agency for 2 years at 6 figures. And then when my clients got booked out, I realized they needed more help, which is when I transformed into being a coach, consultant, and strategist. Let's get into it. So how to have a profitable lead generation agency is one, you need a niche that's authentic. Let me give you an example. A lot of lead generation agencies will focus on surgeons or doctors because they think these people make a lot of money and then they can pay you easily. But that just stinks of inauthenticity a mile away. Let me give you an example. So one of my mentors, she used to be in doctors' offices all the time as a kid up until early adulthood. And so when she focused on doctors, she had a reason to. She understood their challenges. She had rapport with that community. So she had a story that related to doctors. And it's not like she just chose them because they make a lot of money. Same thing with you. If you want to, let's say, work with construction workers as a lead generation agency or construction firms, you cannot just walk in and just say, I have no story, I have no relationship to the construction industry, and start your agency work that way. Because what will happen is people will get on those sales calls with you and ask you why you care about them, and when you don't have an answer, you just won't make sales, you won't convert. So you always need to create a niche that you have a story to that's relatable. So think about you as a person. What was your past careers in? Were you in tech, law, medicine? Were you in like different types of work that could be a profitable niche for you? Or even think about your family. If your family is, for example, in construction, that's a great story to tell when you're pitching construction firms as a lead generation agency. So you need a pattern, a through line of how to connect what you're doing with who your ideal clients are. That's one. Now, lead generation agencies usually perform the best when you are in the B2B space. B2B means business owner to business owner, and you want to focus on other businesses that are profitable, which is why picking the right niche is so important. Next is going to be outreach. You are going to pick a platform that works best for you. So when it comes to B2B, those companies are usually located on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Right? You're going to look for people who are CEOs of the company and start targeting them and start reaching out to them. Especially if you do not have any contacts in your industry, you need to start doing cold outreach right away. You can do collaborations like getting on people's podcasts. You can do other collaborations like being on IG Lives and things like that, but nothing will be as effective as cold outreach. And if you don't like cold outreach, that's okay. I would say explore the other options, but that is literally what has gotten me to multiple 6 figures. Next is going to be pricing. When you're pricing out your lead generation agency, you want to make sure that you have a high profit margin. So for example, if you're a one-woman show and you're just doing this lead generation agency yourself, you're pretty much going to take all the profit. But you want to start thinking for example, when I had a lead generation agency, I could handle 3 clients on my own, but I was spending about 5 hours a day on each client's account. When I signed that 3rd client, I'm like, I don't have 15 hours in my day with a 9 to 5 while also working on my master's degree to do this work, to do lead generation agency work. I was hitting a ceiling. So you want to think, okay, how can I price my services where I'm still making enough money at the end of the day? So this is where pay in full incentives really come in handy, so you can get that cash flow up front and bankroll other contractors. Next is hiring. What works really well with a lead gen agency is if you can find another agency to outsource to. So for example, someone who's already been in the business longer than you have and take some of their contractors with the project manager's permission into your agency, like borrow them into your agency, and then you can white label that service. White labeling happens all the time in production and manufacturing, even the clothes you buy. So for example, the same company that makes Lancome, Dior, right? It's the same product, they'll just add a different label to it. So things that you might buy at Target could also be coming from the Dior factory, but the label is just different. That's what white labeling is. Same thing with your lead generation agency. It would be really effective for you to use white labeling in your company as opposed to hiring and training a contractor from the beginning. So these are all the things that I would recommend to start with your lead generation agency. I'll come out with more videos. If you guys drop me a like, let me know if you're interested in this kind of stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.